Hey boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and help you with your social studies assignment for lesson 5.05. So you're going to go into your social studies course, module 5, and we're looking at 505, Roosevelt's response. So you're going to go ahead and go into that lesson, open up the lesson, and it is a 15-page lesson where you're going to be learning about the New Deal programs that helped citizens through the Great Depression. So you're going to be reading about the New Deal programs and what the New Deal was. You'll learn about relief, recovery, and reform and what those terms mean. There is a note-taking sheet here. This is not your assignment, but this is notes that will definitely help you with your assignment at the end. So this isn't necessarily something you have to turn in, but it is something that will help you with your assignment at the end of the lesson. So this is just a note-taking sheet where you're defining the terms relief, recovery, and reform. And then as you learn about the different New Deal programs, you can be filling out this chart. What's the abbreviation for each New Deal program? What did it do and how did it help the United States? And then just a small picture or image that represents the program. So you've got 5 different programs that you're going to be covering: the Tennessee Valley Authority, Civilian Conservation Corp, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the Social Security Administration, and Securities and Exchange Commission. So you're going to be reading about those 5 programs. Each of them can be abbreviated, and you'll learn about the abbreviations in the lesson. You'll also learn about what each program did and how it helped the U.S. So you're going to write that information, and then you can just draw a picture to help represent that program. Again, this is your note-taking sheet. This is not something that you turn in. This is for you to organize the information that will help you with your assignment at the end. So I highly suggest filling this out as you go through the lesson, because that'll just make your assignment so much easier. Okay, so that's that note-taking sheet on page 3. You'll learn about relief, recovery, reform, and the definitions of each of those. Then you'll get into the different programs. The TVA, there's that abbreviation for the Tennessee Valley Authority. You'll read about what the Tennessee Valley Authority was and how it helps the United States. There's a video that goes along with it. Then you'll read about the Civilian Conservation Corps, which again, that abbreviation, CCC. You'll read about what it was and how it helps the United States. You'll have a video. The FDIC, or the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Again, you'll read about what that program did and how it helps the United States. Social Security Administration, or the SSA. You'll read about what it did and how it helped the United States. You have a video that goes along with it. The SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. And then there's a video that kind of captures the New Deal programs all together. Okay, then you'll come to your reflection, where you're looking at your historical journal or your historian's journal, focusing on document 6. And the last page, you'll come to your assignment, which is the 5.05 Roosevelt's response. So you can click on that assignment here, or you can also find it on Buzz itself. So we'll click on it here for now. And for this assignment, you are actually completing a project. So it says, during the Great Depression, President Roosevelt created the New Deal programs to provide relief, recovery, and reform for the United States. Some of these programs included the Tennessee Valley Authority, TVA, the Civilian Conservation Corp, CCC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, the Social Security Administration, SSA, and the Securities Exchange Commission, SEC. Here are the lesson directions, or the assignment directions. For this assignment, you are going to create a visual representation of one of the New Deal programs listed above. You may choose to do an advertisement or a flyer, a brochure, or a video. Be sure to include photos or hand-drawn pictures that represent the program you chose. You will also need to include information that answers the following questions. What did the program do? Who did it help? Why is it important? How would you make it better? Use the spaces below to help you plan your project. And so this walks you through step by step to complete the project. My New Deal program that I selected is, and you're going to select one of the New Deal programs and circle it. So you're going to choose which one you want to do. You only have to do one. You can circle it or check it off. The visual representation that I'm going to create is circle one. Which one are you going to do? Are you going to do an advertisement / flyer? Are you going to do a brochure? Or are you going to do a video? Just choose one. Then you're going to answer the following questions. And these are the answers. These are the things that you're going to have in your presentation, whether it be a advertisement or flyer, brochure, video. These are the questions that you want to make sure that you have in your presentation. What did the program do? Who did it help? Why was it important? How would you make it better? Okay, and then the last steps are now create your visual representation. Be sure to add photos and or hand-drawn pictures. So then you're actually going to create your presentation. You're going to create your advertisement or flyer or your video or your brochure. Whatever you selected up here, you actually have to create it. In the past, I've had students just turn in these 2 pages. That's not what the assignment is. The assignment is, yes, turning these in, but also turning in that assignment piece, turning in that project, that presentation. It's going to either be your advertisement or flyer, or your brochure, or your video. You're choosing one. You're going to have one of those presentations focused on one of the New Deal programs. And in that presentation, you're going to focus on these questions and answering these questions. Okay. When you're done, you will turn in these 2 pages as well as your presentation, as well as your advertisement or flyer or your brochure or your video, whichever you choose to do. Okay, so you'll turn in these 2 pages as well as your visual representation. So when it's all done, you'll go back to Buzz. You'll go to your next activity tab. You're going to scroll all the way down. You'll click on your blue plus button and you will attach the 2 sheets. Again, I'll show you these 2 sheets and your visual representation. Okay, so you'll submit those here. Let me know if you have any questions.